First, a freshman guard at 6 foot tall from Yazoo City, number 0, Davion Henry. A freshman guard at 6'7" from Terry High School, number 1, Austin Ratliff. Also from Terry, a sophomore forward at 6'5", number 10, Isaac Ratliff. From Woodville, a sophomore at 6'5", guard number 15, Jacoby Singleton. And from Stone High School in Gulfport, freshman at 6'11", playing center, number 23, Jacoby Johnson. And now, the starting lineup for your ICC Indians. First, a sophomore forward from Thomasville, Georgia, at 6'6", number 0, A.J. Diaz. From Tupelo, a sophomore at 5'11" and point guard, number 1, Davion Anderson. From Yazoo City at the other guard spot, a freshman at 6'1", number 2, Demarion Winston. From Brandon, a sophomore forward at 6'6", number 10, Marcel Bridges. And running out the starting five from Memphis, Tennessee, a sophomore forward at 6'7", number 11, Casey Clark.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Good evening and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, and welcome back to the nightcap as ICC getting set to take on Hinds here as Hinds beat the Indians earlier this year. They're in their road maroon trimmed in yellow, ICC, and their home white trimmed in red and blue. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Bring this action this evening here. Opening play is taken away by the Indians, and ICC wants to get out and run. Quickly up the floor they go. Winston on the ball fake. Long two on its way. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound. Trying to fight its way through traffic. Does so and backs it back out. And this is going to be Davion Anderson with the basketball. Long two on its way. That one off the mark, no good in the rebound. Pulled down by Hinds. Well, Jim, let's go ahead and talk about tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup. And let's start with the visiting Bulldogs of Hinds.
Hinds Bulldogs coming in 9-11 overall, 2-3 in the division. Davion Henry, a 6-foot freshman, Yazoo City, Mississippi, starts at point guard. Number 1, Austin Ratliff, freshman, 6'7". Also number 10, Isaac Ratliff, a 6'5 sophomore from Terry, Mississippi. Number 15, Jacoby Singleton, a 6'5 sophomore from Woodville, Mississippi. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Jacoby Johnson, a 6'11 freshman from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Jim, in case you missed it, it was Henry that knocked down the three for the Bulldogs to start the scoring. ICC not getting back in transition, and the Bulldogs making them pay with authority that time. Ratliff with his first points of the night. 5-0 is the score here early on in this one, and the Bulldogs off to a great start. Let's take a look now at the starting lineup here for your ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. And Coach Wilson hopes he can find a five that can put it together and get back in this one. And Jim, let's meet tonight's starting five for the Indians.
Starting tonight for the Indians, they're 4-2 in the division, 17-4 overall. Number 0, A.J. Dent, a 6'6 sophomore from Thomasville, Georgia. Number 1, Davion Anderson, a 5'11 sophomore guard from Tupelo, Mississippi. Number 2, Demarion Winston, a 6'1 freshman guard from Yazoo City, Mississippi. Number 10, Marcel Bridges, 6'6 sophomore from Brandon, Mississippi. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 11, Cam Clark, 6'7 sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee.
And there's another jam on the floor, back-to-back dunks. And ICC needs a timeout as they're down 7 here early on, Jim. The Indians kind of settling early for some three-point attempts in this one. We'll keep it here and talk about our Bank Oklahoma keys to victory. Well, right now our key to victory is to find a 7-0 run to tie this thing up.
No doubt about it.
Jim, go ahead and tell us your keys to victory tonight for the Indians.
Well, we're looking at the depth and the height of Hinds, starting a 6'11 guy out there, 6'7", rebounding is key tonight. Excuse me, offense and defensive rebounding, Adam. If we don't do that, it's going to be a long night. Rebounding is key tonight, and defense.
Bank Oklahoma, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. They've got locations serving you in Oklahoma, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, right there on South Gloucester Street in Tupelo, and their newest location now open in Aberdeen. 7-0 is your score coming out of the timeout. ICC trailing in this one as it's been all Hinds to start it. Indians drive inside, attack the basket, get it to fall. Big basket there for Clark to stop a little bit of that bleeding for the Indians, and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here, Jim.
Got him up in the air, absorbed the body blow, was strong enough to get the ball to go in, chance for a three-point play.
Remind you, if you have to step away from your computer, you can keep up with the game tonight on Twitter. Cal Brown running that for us. Follow us on Let's Go ICC. That's all one word, Let's Go ICC, on your favorite social media platform. Clark knocks down that free throw. 3-0 now, 7-3 is the score in favor of Hinds, who's out to a very impressive start. Well, Jim, these two teams have already met this season. Hinds was able to come away with the win, as that's going to be an unforced turnover there.
We tapped
it. So we did touch it. But, Jim, a big stat that stood out in that game when we lost at Hinds was the fact that we missed almost 20 free throws in the game.
No doubt about it. You cannot do that.
And a twisting shot up and good as ICC kind of stopped, thought he traveled, and a late reaction there as that's going to be Ratliff, and he's got 4. So a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here for Ratliff. An ideal start for Hinds here on the road at ICC. That free throw is off the mark, no good. Rebound snatched out of the air that time by Dent.
Adam, they've got 2 sets of brothers playing on this team, if I'm not mistaken. The Ratliff brothers, and who else we got? The Singleton brothers.
And Johnsons. Yes. Kind of like the team.
Yeah, 2 sets, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the team from Calhoun earlier this year that had 2 sets of twins on the team. Actually had 4 sets of twins in their athletic teams. As there's a wild shot put up. Anderson, the little man, attacking the bigs there. Gets the kiss off the glass and the layup good. 9-5 now is the score. Indians starting to chip away at this one. Hinds with the basketball. Indians in the man-to-man defense. Swings it over the right wing. Thought about the 3. Now drives inside. Jump step underneath. Shot blocked by Smith. And now ICC with the loose ball. This is going to be the Indians on the other end of the floor. Nice ball fake. Inside they go to Dent. Dent lets traffic clear. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Great transition defense that time by the Bulldogs. Well, if you're just now joining us, we talked about this in the women's game. Very unique mascot situation with the Bulldogs. They are on 2 different campuses. For the athletes or the sports that are on the Raymond campus, they're known as the Eagles. And for the basketball team, they're located on Utica campus. They're the Bulldogs. So very unique to see a school with 2 different mascots. Bulldogs miss an easy layup. Indians get the loose ball. Now they get it back out. This is left wing to Anderson. Into the corner they go with it. Thinking about the 3, not there. Wisely backs it back out and resets the offense. 7 seconds now on the shot clock. Anderson skips it over. Dent, eyes, tries, spies the three-point basket. Big basket there.
Cuts the lead to 1, Adam. 9-8, 15:25 left in the first half.
Indians currently on an 8-2 run here in this one. Trying to fight their way back. They've trailed as much as 7. Long 2 on its way. Left short, no good. Rebound tipped down, and Dent muscles that one away. AJ wanting to get out and run. Drops it off. Another three-pointer on its way for the Indians. Yes! Big three-point basket there by Anderson. He's got 5 back-to-back threes for the Indians, and ICC take their first lead of the ballgame, 11-9. Hinds trying to answer on the other end. That shot's up off the mark, no good, and Dent finds another rebound. AJ wanting to get out and run. That ball slapped away to go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians. Well, good news for James Murphy, who was here covering the game earlier. That ball went out of bounds, hit a cup that was right where he was sitting earlier.
Oh, my goodness.
And that one would have spilled all over his laptop, so glad James is not there right now, as that could have been an expensive loose ball. 11-9 is the score. ICC with the basketball. If you're just now joining us, Lady Indians won a unique game today, 60-50 in the first game of the evening, and it keeps them in chase for that regular season championship. Inside they go to Big Mo. Diaby knows what to do when he gets the basketball. He knows how to finish around the rim with some authority there, and ICC now up 13-9.
On a 13-2 run, Adam. 13-9 Indians.
Shot blocked by Clark. Loose ball on the floor. And they keeps it alive, but a foul called at midcourt. We'll see who they're going to call this one on, as there was a collision both ways there. And that one appears to go against the Bulldogs. Jim, that's one of those that both players going after the loose ball, you don't mind a no call in that situation, especially if you're ICC when you get that 3-on-1 break on the other end.
Adam, we mentioned there on that we're on a 13-2 run, up 13-9, 4-point lead for the Indians. 14-17 left in the first half.
Raphael Henry running our baseline camera for us. Matt Mallard up top running our camera here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We do welcome all the ICC family members watching. I do want to say a special hello to those watching in favor of Hinds. Smith, wild shot put up, no good. Rebound chased down by the Bulldogs. Casey Smith taking photos for ICCimages.com. You can see those in the next few days. Digital downloads available for $1. And they go all the way back to 2010, so you can order photos dating back that far. Wow, a lot of contact, no foul call. Diaby comes away with a loose ball. India's wanting to run. This is Anderson challenging, goes inside. His legs cut out from underneath him. Scary moment there, Jim, as he kind of landed on his lower back. He seems to be okay, or he's trying to stretch it out at least. That's one thing I love about Davion. He is not scared to challenge anybody that's in front of him at trying to get his way to the basket.
Great athlete, known for his defense, really developed an offensive game. Plays like he's 6'5", but he's only 5'10", 5'11".
First free throw is left a little short, no good there for Anderson. He's got 5 points, leading all scorers in the contest. We'll have a substitution in this next opportunity here if Anderson makes this one. And he does. 6 points now. Anderson will check out. Checking in will be Winston. This substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07, so they're currently meeting right now in Fine Arts. Once they let go, you'll see an influx of students come in and enjoy the rest of this basketball this evening. ICC up in this one by 5, their largest lead of the night. Ball slapped out of bounds. They're going to say it will stay with the Bulldogs on the on the sideline, not the baseline. Got to move Coach Wilson out of the way as he's barking out his orders from the sideline. Bulldogs with it. Oh, muscled a pass inside and nearly threw it into the backcourt. Wants the three-pointer from the corner, on its way, off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to be slapped out of bounds. No, what a hustle play by that young man from Hinds to keep it alive. My goodness, Hayes with the extra effort. Shot is up and can't make it. Smart play by Clark. Nearly had a goaltending there. But what a play by Hayes to keep that ball alive. Diaby loses a handle on it, and now here comes the Bulldogs in transition. Driving inside, shot denied! What a big-time block shot there.
Good defense by the Indians, making everything difficult right now for the Bulldogs.
Well, I was going to go back and hit the replay, but it's not available because somebody forgot to hit record on the camera.
Uh-oh.
That would be me. Well, we got it going now as that shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is no good, and ICC clears the boards. Jim, ICC flirting with disaster, not necessarily dominating the boards defensively, but Hinds unable to take advantage.
14-9, Indians with the ball with a 5-point lead. 12:25 left till halftime.
Thank you. That three-pointer was off the mark, no good. As Hinds with the basketball now looking to go to work, right wing, now swings it back up top. Indians in the man-to-man defense, forcing them well beyond the three-point line. Inside out they go with it, thought about the three. Now they force it up from the wing, it's on its way, good. Nice ball movement, patient on offense as Fajardo makes it that time. Do apologize if we're saying that name wrong. So the Indians with the basketball, leading by 2. They've been up as much as 5 in this one. Winston with it now, looking to go to work. Winston wants the three on the other end. That one's off the back iron, no good. High rebound somehow ends up in the hands of the Indians. That was Bridges. who found the loose ball. Indians looking to go to work on the offensive side of the floor. Works off a screen, nothing there. Fadeaway jumpers off the mark, no good. Bridges again, hook shot too strong. Third time, not a charm for the Indians. My goodness. 2 good looks at the basket, just couldn't get them to fall. Coming down the other end, wild shot put up, a lot of contact, no foul call.
They're letting them play, Adam.
Yeah, Indians
It's
catch
physical.
a break.
It is physical.
It is a horse race up and down the floor. Is organized chaos is all you can call it right now, as Hinds elects to slow this one down. As soon as I say that, they push up the floor looking to go to work. Turnaround shot up and good. Beautiful move that time by Ratliff, knocking that one down.
Ties the game, Adam. 14 apiece, 10:45 left to halftime.
Jim, you got to think at this pace, it could be the team that has enough gas left in the tank at the end of the night to be able to pull this win off. Coming up on the halfway mark here in the first half. Bridges absorbs a lot of contact, and it's going to be a jump ball. Well, let's
my call on Bridges here. I'm not sure.
See what they're going to do here. It looks like they are going to call a foul instead.
On Bridges.
Yep. Actually, no, they're going to call this one on Winston.
Really?
Nope. They're going to call it on. So he pointed at ICC, but it's actually going to be on number 2
For Hardo.
And so ICC will have it on the baseline. So tons of confusion on who that foul was on. Thought it was a jump ball to start with. So ICC catches a break. 14-14 is the score. Winston with the basketball now, drops it off. That's going to be Turner with it. Turner trying to work off a screen. Good switch there. Now drives inside. Scoop shot is there.
Good job of James Turner coming off the bench cold.
Little shake and bake. Didn't need nobody to help there. Turner with the layup, and ICC retakes the lead. Hinds has led as much as 7. They opened with a 7-0 run. ICC answered back, took a 5-point lead here. Back and forth we go in this one. Bulldogs with it. Thought about the jumper, pulled it up. Instead, there's Turner stepping in the way of the pass, and now ICC wanting to get out and run. Turner didn't like the numbers, now backs it back up. Works off a screen, 3-pointer, that one off the mark, no good. Long rebound, chased down, as that was Harper with the rebound, and ICC will reset with a fresh 20. Turner trying to drive inside, goes up, his shot denied. Tried a little bit of a flop there to get the foul call. Good no call by the official. Ball blocked out of bounds, and it will stay ICC basketball on the baseline.
I'll say Turner's being aggressive tonight. Came off the bench, hit a big shot. Driving offensively.
7 seconds on the shot clock now for the Indians. Turner with it. Gets it inside to Bridges. Bridges going to have to put the shot up instead. The ball stripped away, and the Bulldogs come away with a loose ball, but a bad pass, as that time it was Henry looking for the loose ball. He was expecting it to lead up the floor towards the basket. Instead, it came off his back. It goes out of bounds, and the Indians catch a big-time break. Jim, just beyond the halfway point here in the first half, ICC up 16-14. Let's take a break and talk about our Bank Oklahoma thoughts of the game so far. What are you thinking about the Indians' performance?
Well, it was a 7-0 run by Hinds. We recovered. We came out and had a 14-2 run, bunch of runs here. The game is settled down. ICC has a 2-point lead, going to the line to shoot 2 here. I like our depth. I like us hitting the boards tonight, and I don't think we're going to miss 19 free throws.
I hope you're correct on that one. This is going to be Harper heading to the free throw line here for the Indians. Jim, it was a unique call there, as they've let them be extremely physical at times, and that free throw is no good. But that last trip down the floor maybe got him with the body, but we've seen a lot more contact on some shots at the foul call. That's on both sides of the floor, not trying to take up for either team there, as Harper answered back and makes the free throw. 1 of 2 from the free throw line of tonight is Harper. He's got 1 point in the contest. Lead is 3, and there's Harper with the steal, and Harper lays it in.
Good job of Jaden.
Smart play by Harper that time. He wanted the dunk, had a defender coming in, wanted to go ahead and make sure he got the for sure points. ICC matching their largest lead of the night, and then the Bulldogs turn it over. Tough defense by the Indians, forcing the turnover there, and now they'll get it back.
Harper played at Terry High School. There's 2 young men playing for Hinds from Terry. You know they know each other.
You know Harper wants to come out and have a big game tonight for sure. So Anderson taking over the point guard position here for the Indians. Works it off to Winston for 3. That one on its way off the mark, no good. Nice block out underneath there by the Bulldogs. And now Hinds wanting to get out and run. Beautiful pass. Layup, though, left it short. A pair of Indians fighting over the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. 8:34 to go here until halftime. Invite you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll take a look at some first half stats, have some replays and more coming your way here. Part of the Little Caesars halftime report from Fulton. So the Bulldogs with the basket now here on the left wing. Jab step, good defense by Anderson. Now they'll pull up a long two, left it short, no good. And Winston with the rebound. Indians have been pedal to the metal since the opening tip. Winston didn't like what he has, now drops it off. Step back, long three on its way. Good!
Harper is feeling it.
Get that man the basketball. Harper with his first three of the night. He's got 6. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Harper step back, 3 with a lot of confidence. 22-14 is the lead out of that timeout. Jim, you said it. Harper hasn't seen a lot of quality minutes this year, but, man, he is making the best of it tonight so far.
No doubt about it. We mentioned he's from Terry, and we know that Hinds has 2 or 3 players from Terry High School.
Indians will let they switch to his own backdoor lob and good extra pass, but wasn't expecting to get the ball out of bounds, and it'll go back to ICC. Boy, tough break there for the Bulldogs. That was a great lob, good recovery, as the pass was not as strong as he was expecting. Unfortunately, his teammate not anticipating the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Substitution into the game here. Johnson checking back in. That's Jacoby Johnson for the Bulldogs. That substitution being brought to you by Raising Cane's in Tupelo. Heat check right here. That one off the mark, no good. I like the offense, though,
too.
Jim. Give it to him, see if he can hit another one. Would have rocked the roof off of the house there if he made it. And then we're going to have a travel call. Jim, that's what you said. You talk about the defensive play of Davion Anderson. He causes you into a lot of tough situations, that being one of them.
Good job by Davion. We got the ball, 7:25 left until halftime. Indians with an 8-point lead. I think it's the largest lead of the night.
It is, matching the largest lead of the night here. 22-14, 7:20 to go. Indians with the basketball. Harper now gives it up. Dent looking to drive inside. Reverse layup is there by A.J. Dent. Jim, A.J. is smooth as silk for a big man to be able to handle the basketball like that.
Great job, A.J. Pushes the lead to 10. 7 minutes until the first half ends.
He's got 5 points on the evening. Inside they go with it. Shot is up, no good, and Dent grabs another rebound. Finds it out to Winston. Winston backdoor to Anderson. Anderson throws it down.
Got some hops.
Davion gets up and rattles that one in for his 8th point of the night. And ICC starting to push this one out a little bit more here, Jim. Bulldogs need a basket in a big way this trip down the floor. 6.5 to play here until halftime. ICC up by 12, largest lead of the night, and a big answer there. Ratliff. Jim, you got to feed him.
No doubt. He's got 6 to lead their team. Looks solid.
And so ICC will have it now coming back down the other end. Lead is 10. Dent with the basketball. Drops it off to Bridges. Back over to Dent. Dent looking to go to work. Wants to spin. Fakes. Goes underneath. Shot is up. That one no good, but there's a foul. And, man, Jim, you got to be a special defender to be able to guard a guy like A.J. Dent in the open floor in that. Defensively, you got to go ahead and hit him with that double team, make him give up the basketball.
No, because he's got moves, pivots off both feet, does an outstanding job.
So this will be A.J. Dent heading to the free throw line. His first attempt of the night for the Southpaw is off the mark, no good. Well, Jim, you said they would not miss 19 free throws tonight.
How many have we missed? About 3?
We've missed 3 so far.
We're not going to do it. We're going to clean it up.
All right. Awaiting the second free throw here on its way, and that one rolls true. 6 points now for A.J. Dent, and ICC goes back up 27-16 inside 6 minutes to play until halftime. Bulldogs electing to be a little bit more patient here offensively, Jim. They tried to get out and run with the Indians, but ICC, that's their bread and butter. Ooh, near turnover there. The Smith almost took it away. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Indy is still playing that tough defense. Loose ball on the floor. It's going to go out of bounds. And neither official really knows who that's going to be out on. And it looked like ICC might have touched it last.
I believe we did.
And they never pointed, but they're going to say Bulldog basketball. I'm going to have to agree with that one. 5 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Quick three put up. That one's well off the mark. No good. And the rebound tipped out. Clark now with it in the open floor. Pull up three for Clark. That one off the mark. No good. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Don't know if that's the shot that Coach Wilson was looking for, but up big here. You've gotten hot of late. Don't mind taking that shot. Just didn't have anybody on the other side of the floor to rebound. Inside they go. Wild shot is up. No good. And Cam Clark comes down with the rebound. Quickly up the floor they go to Dent. Dent's going to drop it back to Anderson, and they're going to reset the offense. 5 minutes to go here until halftime, and a good call there. Maybe a little bit much on the flop, but it was a little bit of a push by Anderson. But he got the call, and that's what you got to do in that situation there, Jim.
Davion's first foul. 5 minutes until halftime. Indians with an 11-point lead, 27-16.
So the Bulldogs need to go on a strong run here for this final 5 minutes, but ICC needs to continue to play good defense. And there it is. There's a steal by Winston, and Winston with authority. Winston with his first basket of the night, looking like a young Jim Ingram, getting up and throwing that one down. ICC now up by 13.
Nice job by Winston cutting that lane. Super job.
Sanderford running the point. Seems to be a little upset that the team was not moving when he called out the play there. And they're going to switch it around. Now wanting to drive inside. Boy, the mismatch of the year there and taking advantage was Ratliff.
He's keeping him in the game. He's got 8.
Yeah, Ratliff, he stands at 6'7", and then you look at Anderson, he stands at 5'11". If he's 5'11", I'm 5'11", too. But, Jim, we're going to keep it here with this 30-second timeout and remind fans this weekend ICC does have some ties to the Super Bowl. Our very own Darius Slade will be playing for the Eagles. We want to wish Darius the best of luck and the Eagles as well. We've got 2 other guys that have won Super Bowl championships, that being Pernell McPhee and Deuce Staley, and, of course, Deuce with my Steelers.
That's right.
Pernell with the Ravens. So hoping to see another Indian bring home a ring this weekend.
Hope Darius has a good game. He's had a great career. We talk about he's been all-pro so many years. They got 2 or 3 young guys playing in the secondary. He's the elder statesman for the Eagles secondary and doing a great job getting them organized back there.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread? Little Caesars really stuffed it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up. Yeah!
They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key. Order stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back. As you see the Palm squad performing here at halftime. ICC leads it 39-27 over the Hinds Bulldogs. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians picked up a 60-50 win in the first game of the day. And Jim, let's just talk about the first half. Your thoughts of the first half being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma.
Good job by the Indians. Got behind 7-0, Adam, and made a good run, good comeback. Started hitting some outside shots. Showed the depth of the team, started substituting different people in. Davion Anderson's having a great first half, leading the team with 13 points. I like where we stand. Hinds hung around, cut it to 12 here at halftime, but a good start and a good first half for the Indians.
Bank Oklahoma with locations serving you in Oklahoma, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, South Gloucester there in Tupelo, and their newest location now open in Aberdeen. Let's take a look at some first half stats being brought to you by our friends over at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They're helping you get back in the game. They're doing it in Tupelo, Amory, Corinth, and Pontotoc. Jim, tell us about the first half scoring.
First half, as we mentioned, Davion Anderson led the team with 13 points. Jaden Harper came off the bench, gave us some energy. He had 6 points. DIB came off the bench, had 4. Cam Clark had 3. Turner had 2. Winston had 5. Big-time dunk. A.J. Dent, always solid, had 6 points to lead the Indians. They got 39. Now for the Bulldogs, leading their team tonight, Austin Ratliff has 9. His brother Isaac Ratliff has 6 points for the Bulldogs tonight. Fajardo came off the bench at 2 big threes. He had 6. Henry has 3. Singleton has 2. Jacoby Johnson has 2. 39-27 Indians by 12 at half.
Those are your first half stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. You can find out more by visiting OINMS.com. That's OINMS.com. So we're going to take a break. You're looking at some of the first half highlights being brought to you by Little Caesars here in Fulton. We come back, we'll have the second half of action here from Fulton. Indians up 39-27 at the break.
Try Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Thank y'all so much for being here today to celebrate Bree. We are so excited to announce that Bree Lyons is continuing her volleyball and academic career at Converse University in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Bree is the daughter of Donovan and Robin Lyons. She is a graduate of Oxford High, where she began playing volleyball. She played club volleyball for Oxford Volleyball Club and Southern Storm Volleyball. Bree is leaving ICC with a very decorated resume. She graduated high school a semester early and enrolled in classes at ICC in January of 2023. She was voted team captain for both her freshman and sophomore seasons. Bree holds several records in the ICC volleyball history books. She holds the record for number of kills in a career with 488 kills. She's the second in single season kills with 299 this past season. She is second in career aces with 84 aces, and she holds the record for the most aces in a single season with 50 aces her freshman year. She was the first ever Offensive Player of the Week for the MACCC in the fall of 2024. She was also voted Defensive Player of the Week later in the season. This past season, as our season came to a close, she was voted to the MACCC First Team All-Conference. We are so proud of Bree. She will be remembered as one of the greats in our program. We can't wait to watch her continue to succeed. Congratulations, Bree.
Obviously, a very exciting day for you signing on to the next level at Converse. So what was it about Converse that made you want to sign?
Honestly, it was like one of those when you know moments. Right when I stepped on campus, I just felt so at home. Like all of my teammates, they welcomed me with open arms, and we had such a fun time. We all went to Starbucks, and like we just did like regular day things. It wasn't like I was coming strictly for a visit. It was like I was already a part of the team, and the coaches, like I feel like they're really like an older version of me. Like that's how I could see myself if I ever became a coach. So kind of just fell in love with the school, the coaching staff, and the team. It felt like home. So.
And just talk about your time here at ICC.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna miss it here. It definitely wasn't long enough. I loved every minute of every season, and just stepping onto the court with all my teammates. I cherished every moment, and I'm actually gonna get sad talking about it, but you know, I love them, and I love my coaches. I couldn't have done it without Coach Annie. She definitely helped me out a lot during this recruiting process, so she wanted me to go somewhere that's a great fit for me, and she made sure it was gonna happen, so I'm really grateful for her. I wouldn't trade the JUCO experience for the world, so definitely was a great decision.
Very exciting day for the program. Bree Lyons has signed with Converse University. So just talk about how excited you are for Bree.
I'm so excited that she's found a place that makes her so excited. She's been an impact player for us since she got here. She enrolled early. She started in January of her senior year of high school, practicing with us, playing with us, enrolled in classes, living on campus. And she's just made a huge impact ever since she got here. She was voted captain her freshman year and her sophomore year, and her record books speak for themselves. She's a tremendous player for our program and for our team, and we hate to lose her, but we're so excited for her to keep playing.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
All right, Lexi, you have been named second team All-American. Just talk about how that feels.
Honestly, it just feels surreal. I'm so honored to have been named an All-American, especially in a program that's become as strong as it is. I'm so thankful for these girls, Coach Annie, Coach Caroline, thankful for God for placing me in this situation. Coming to ICC looking for a better volleyball experience, and I had just that. So I'm so grateful for all the opportunity and so honored to be recognized.
Lexi Pendleton was named second team All-American, so just talk about how much of an impact that she had on the program in just her one season.
Lexi had such a big mark on our program. She was an incredibly impactful player with her setting, her hitting, her serving, her passing, all of it. She's just a well-rounded player who was able to help us out tremendously on and off the court, in the locker room, on the court. She was an amazing part of our program this year and a huge part of our success. So we're really excited to see her get the recognition for All-American that she deserves, and she's our first ever one in our program history to get that honor.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Try Little Caesar's stuffed crazy crust. Everyone loves it, including Justin Jefferson and all his friends.
Stuffed crust? Buttery garlic spread?
That looks mighty delicious, Justin. It sure does, Mr. Pumpernickel. And at $9.49, it's the lowest price in stuffed crust with no strings attached. No strings attached? You want a piece of me?
No, Mr. Pumpernickel. Justin, run.
Order delicious stuffed Crazy Crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leading at 39-27 here at halftime. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Jim, we kind of touched on it a little bit there during our Little Caesars halftime report. Let's go ahead and talk about it now. What do the Indians need to do to be successful and hang on to this lead and complete the sweep of Hinds this evening?
Playing well first half. As we mentioned, we got a 12-point lead and got balanced scoring. We've had 7 players score for us tonight, played 9 or 10 players. Got to continue to rebound the basketball, continue to force some turnovers, and playing very good offensively. Those are some keys for the second half.
Long two-pointers on its way off the mark, no good in the rebound, pulled down by Bridges. ICC with the basketball. Thought about the step-back three. Instead goes for the behind-the-back pass. Loose ball, out of bounds, last touched by the Bulldogs. On the floor for ICC, number 1, Davion Anderson. 0, A.J. Dent. Number 11, Cam Clark. Number 2 is Winston, and you've got Bridges wearing number 10. That is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works 5 on the floor for the Indians.
I think Bridges got away with a foul then.
Yeah, I would say he kind of muscled him up a little bit there. Bridges looking to go to work in the paint. Shot is up, no good. Rebound fought for, and this time he's going to get hit with the foul.
Yeah, and no doubt about it.
Came over the back there, trying to get a little too aggressive after the missed shots. So both teams trade misses to start the second half here. 39-27 is the score. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians won the final score of 60-50 in the first game of the evening. They're staying in the chase for that regular season conference championship as that ball slapped free and ICC comes away with it. Anderson tried to drop it off underneath, maybe a little bit too unselfish that time, and the turnover by the Indians. So anything you can do, I can do better by both these teams to start the second half here as that shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound and a foul on the Bulldogs. Well, Jim, the reason why we say the Lady Indians still in that chase for the regular season championship is the regular season champion hosts the region tournament this year.
Oh, I didn't realize
so
that.
So the
That's
women,
big.
if they can win it, they would host it. If the men, they're currently tied for 4th place in the conference. They can find a way to come back and win it. They would host their tournament as well. So you can keep an eye on letsgoicc.com for more information and more standings throughout the season. Anderson bounces it inside to Bridges, and are they going to count it?
Yeah, I believe they are.
Nice finish there by Bridges.
He earned that. That's his first 2 points of the night,
is.
and he earned it.
I was kind of holding my breath for a second. Didn't know if they were going to wave off the basket with a possible walk there, but they do call the foul. They're giving the official a chance to explain it to the coach on the other end. I think he saw the same thing I saw and thought there might have been a travel, but they're going to say the foul is what caused the travel. So a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here for Bridges. Free throw is on its way and good. Nice job by Bridges stepping up, knocking that one down. He's got 3. 42-27. Jim, we're talking with Jason Williams here in halftime. He's sitting up here in the broadcast with us. He was like me. I looked up and saw the lead was only 12 at halftime. I'm like, it feels like it should be much larger than that. So this Bulldog team just hanging around.
They do hang around. Good start by the Indians. Got a 15-point lead and the ball. 18-20 left in the ball game.
Anderson with the basketball. Man-to-man defense extended well beyond the three-point line. Bridges wanting to go to work, spins in the paint. Shot is up and blocked with authority, that time by Ratliff. ICC fans wanting a foul, but the way they've called this one today, they're letting them play. Nice job. Rewarded him with the defense with the jumper on the other side. He's got 12 now.
He is smooth.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Good-looking jumper.
Very impressed with the play of Austin Ratliff so far in this one. 42-29. Anderson wants to challenge inside. Out of control. Kicks it out to Winston for the 3. That one off the mark. No good. And the Bulldogs starting to slowly but surely chip their way back into this one. Indians trading makes for misses on their side of the floor. Opening the door here for the Bulldogs. Jim, this will be a big basket if they can get the points this trip down the floor here. Spin, shot is up, partially blocked. Dent with the loose ball. And here comes Bridges. Bridges lays it in. Bridges wisely didn't try to force that one down, had a defender cut in front of him, got the for sure layup. Big answer there by the Indians, stop a little bit of the bleeding. Loose ball on the floor. The Indians had it, and they keep it. Nice play that time. Bounce pass forward, and it's going to be a foul. Oh! I want to say we got bailed out on that one, Jim. Looked like that time, yes, there was contact, but not enough to warrant a foul call. Thought the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. As Anderson maybe put a little bit just too much mustard on that pass that time.
He did. Staying on the ground now. Not shooting.
So ICC ball on the baseline. Somehow get it between a pair of defenders, and Dent finishes.
Good job by A.J. Dent. We extended the lead to 17, 16:40 left in the ball game.
That was just a nice, strong finish there by Dent. As now the Bulldogs trailing in this one big. Jumper on its way, short, no good. Rebound tipped out, and the Bulldogs chase it down. They want a three, and they get it.
That guy can shoot. Leave number 2 open. He's going to hit it. He's 3 for 3 from three-point land.
Yeah. Fajardo nails that one, and it's a timeout on the floor. Let's take the timeout with them here from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
AE drink Sprite? AE drink Sprite.
You want to hoop like Anthony Edwards? Practice. You want a refreshing drink? Obey your thirst. And I tried to tell him, man.
Oh, I know. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Welcome back out of the timeout. A big three-point basket knocked down there by the Bulldogs. Makes it a 46-32 advantage in favor of ICC. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you can find out how to contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu/foundation. Big three-point basket knocked down out of the timeout there by Clark. His first three-pointer of the night. I've got him with 6 points. And, Jim, that was big out of the timeout there for the Indians.
No doubt about it. They went to a little 2-2-1 press. Did not work.
So the Bulldogs with it now, trying to get something going here. Fajardo with it now, gives it up. Spin inside the paint. Shot denied by Smith. A lot of shake and bake. Nobody there to help as Smith blocks that one.
(49-32), Adam. We're still up by 17 with 15:51 left in the ball game. Glad to see Chip come by. Had a win tonight.
I figured he was coming by to rub in Ohio State's win over my Irish. Coach Chip, a volunteer assistant with the women's basketball team here, and I'll tell you what, I give Chip credit. He didn't give me too big.
I didn't know he's an Ohio State fan.
He is.
Okay. He was classy then. He was nice to you.
He was. So we got some free throws coming up here for the Bulldogs. This will be number 15, Singleton, heading to the free throw line.
Got him with 2 points. First one's in and out. He's got another one to shoot here. 49-32 ICC Indians on Hinds. Bulldogs 15:49 left in the ball game. Singleton's got another shot here, Adam. Next one's up and in. Cuts it to 16. Singleton with the basket there. He's got 3 points.
Thank you, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Replying to emails as Smith nearly gets down, and ICC fans wanting a foul there, didn't get the call.
Oh, what a pass.
And a good no-look pass. Underneath they go. Back out, three-pointer on its way. That one good.
If he gets open, he can nail it.
Fajardo with his fourth three-pointer of the game, and the Bulldogs trying to sneak back in this one. India's with the basketball now, needing a basket in a big way this trip down the floor. Going to back it back out with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Winston looking to go to work. Bumped. Fall-away jumper on its way. Good.
Oh, that's strong. Off balance. Gathered himself. Nailed it.
Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank. We're a community.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions. Now let's go and keep going, keep going. Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it! And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, ICC up 51-36 here over the Bulldogs of Hinds. And Lady Indians won 60-50. Indians trying to complete the sweep of the Bulldogs this evening here in Fulton. Jim, I believe, will be off Thursday in basketball, then be on the road Monday. So we're flip-flopping our normal home Monday and Thursday as we'll host, I think, Gulf Coast next Thursday, as there's a three-pointer off the mark, no good, and the Indians with the rebound. Those games will be available here on the ICC Sports Network. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow. We'll have softball coming your way, as we'll have Wallace State coming to town for the opening day for softball. We'll also honor Andy Kirk and name the field after him. That'll be coming your way at 12:30. You want to be sure to tune in for that, but we do encourage you to come out and show some love and support there for Andy and his family as they'll name the field after him. It'll be a good moment for ICC and, of course, a good moment for our good friend Andy
No doubt
Kirk.
about it. Andy did a lot of great things. Continues to do good things for ICC.
And then that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch will be coming your way at 1 o'clock. 5-second violation. Good defense on the inbounds there by the Bulldogs. And then we'll have National Signing Day on Wednesday. We will not have a live stream, but we'll have reports on letsgoicc.com as well as our social media platforms throughout the day. And then Thursday, we'll have tennis firing things off.
Wow.
As they'll host Blue Mountain on Thursday. The softball team will be on the road as they get set to play this weekend at Florida on Friday and Saturday. And a flop that even LeBron would have to laugh at.
He didn't extend his elbow, so that should not have been a foul.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's one of those that, hey, if you get the call, that's all that matters. And the official bid on that one, hook, line, and sinker. So the Bulldogs refusing to go quietly into the night here in Fulton. Inside 14 minutes left to play in this one. ICC up 51-36, but that lead does not feel safe as the Bulldogs continue to battle their way back into this one. This is Henry with the basketball now. Works it over up top. Swings it around quickly. Ratliff wanting to drive inside. Taken away from him. Ooh. That shot is up and good. Nice job by Henry challenging the big guys. And got the kiss off the glass for his 5th point. So the Indians want to slow things down here.
Up by 13, Adam. 13-15.
And nearly turns it over.
Left in the ball game.
Smith with the jam. Smith just hanging around, waiting for the basketball. Finally got it, and he's been looking for a dunk twice in this game. Finally got that one to throw it down. Fourth dunk of the game for the Indians, And ICC now up 53-38. I apologize for everyone I scared to death with the random Yella Smith there. Dent grabs another rebound. Up the floor, the Indians go here. Ball fake on the three. And the layup there is good for Turner. Well, things shifting the way of the Indians here in a hurry as we saw the Bulldogs get back in it, but ICC with back-to-back baskets now pushes the lead out 55-38.
I don't think the Hinds coach liked the last two plays. We had 2 layups the last 2 plays. He's bringing in 4 new players.
I was going to ask you to do the math on the lead here, but I think it's
17, sir.
Thank you. And it's one shy of the largest of the night for the Indians. Winston pushes the ball into the front court with about 2 seconds to spare. Trying to get around the defender now, goes behind the back to Clark. Clark with the basketball. Wilson, Coach Wilson in his ear, barking out the orders to set it back up. Indians lose control of the basketball now. Dent, ball fakes. Spins and called a travel. Well, he kept his dribble and got bumped. And one of the ICC students going for a jog after that call. Did not like the call at all. And he is letting the official have it. Well, one thing, we've got an electric student section, and when they show up, they tend to show out. And that time, well, they were showing out. 55-38 is the score, coming up on 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this one. Bulldogs with the basketball. That one slapped away and taken away by the Indians. Harper corrals the loose ball, now drops it off to Anderson.
Adam Harper earned him some more minutes tonight, coming in here in the second half.
Yeah, he has looked sharp and got hot from the floor for a little while too. Clark with it. He wants to go inside. Had it slapped away, but Smith gets it again. He was pushed or might have thrown that one down. No foul called, but Smith gets the basket either way.
Largely tonight, Adam. ICC up by 19. 11 minutes left in the ball game.
So the Bulldogs need a basket this trip down in a big way here. 57-38 is the score. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Big basket there. Hayes with his first points of the night. Jim, they needed that in a big, big way.
No doubt about it. It was getting away from them. They're still down 16. Got a big hill to climb, but that gives them some hope.
Coming up on 10.5 to play in this one. Anderson will bring the ball into the front court here for the Indians. Man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs. Clark with it, thought about the three, now wants to work it over to Winston. Indians want to be a little patient here, work some clock. Now they want to go inside to Smith. Smith pull up jumpers off the mark, no good. Nothing but Maroon in the paint that time to grab the rebound. Well, a good stop there by the Bulldogs. Now they've got to turn stops into makes here on the other end. Try to fight their way back in this one, trailing by 16. Thought about driving inside, nothing there. Now another three on its way. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound being fought for, still being fought for. Players falling to the floor, and they're going to say Bulldog basketball. Substitution coming in here for both teams. For the Bulldogs, it's going to be number 3, Howard, into the contest. For the Indians, number 10, Bridges. That substitution being brought to you by Samstown Market there in Manatee, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Calling for the manager to come out and break out the towels. A new addition here to the Davis Event Center. So they're going to get up and wipe up the floor here. Again, remind you to join us tomorrow, 1 o'clock or 12:30, for the naming of the softball field after Coach Andy Kirk. And then we'll have our Guaranteed Bank opening pitch against Wallace State, our home opener, or actually a season opener.
A doubleheader, correct?
It is. It'll be a doubleheader. It'll be the first game under the direction of Coach Carson Owens. I believe Michael Upton will be joining me for that game.
I believe he
shot
will.
Was blocked by a couple of Indians. And Winston wants the three on the other end, can't bury it. They got the open look. Indians been trying to work some clock, but instead just pulled up the quick three, couldn't make them pay. Long two on its way, that one short, no good. Rebound saved in bounds, loose on the floor, and the Bulldogs come away with it, but then they turn it over. Just a tough break there as he threw it just a bit too high, as that was Howard trying to find the basketball, got his fingertips on it, just couldn't corral it that time, and the ball will go back to the Indians.
I like what the head coach of Hinds is doing. Coach Naval has brought in 5 new guys at him.
Yep.
I don't think he liked the way the effort was going earlier. These 5 guys are hustling very, very well.
That they are, as the Indians get it inbounds to Anderson. He's going to let traffic clear and bring the ball into the front court. Davion Anderson, impressive first half. He had 13 points. Not having to take on that scoring role here in the second half, is he's more of a facilitator, as there's a fall-away jumper. That one left a little bit short, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs. Well, Jim, play over the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, kind of gotten sloppy on both ends.
It has. And we're down to 9 minutes. Indians still with a 16-point lead. Hinds with the basketball.
Well, Jim, even though we're beyond the halfway point, let's talk about our Banco Kelowna thoughts of the second half here. What are you thinking so far in this contest?
I like our energy. We're still rebounding the ball well, playing multiple players. When we get the open shot, we're knocking it down. I think the key tonight has been the defense and the rebounding, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. It's the reason we have a 16-point lead.
Those thoughts on the game being brought to you by Banco Kelowna, their newest location now open in Aberdeen. John Harrod and all the fine folks at Banco Kelowna proud to sponsor this evening's action here on the ICC Sports Network. Thought about the 3. Indians close out well defensively. Stepped out of bounds. Even if he didn't do that, would have been a shot clock violation. Jim, that's a lot of things that this Indian team don't get credit for. They play some tough defense.
They play good defense. If Coach Wilson sees they're not, then someone else is coming in at them. He teaches that defense. His entire coaching staff does a great job.
Inside 8.5 to play in this one. ICC with the lead, 57-41. Winston drives inside, and he is mugged, and that's going to be a foul. That foul's going to be whistled on Pierce. As he was trying to tie the basketball up. Only problem is he tied the ball and Winston up at the same time. And so this will be free throws coming up here for Winston.
That's a big man.
It is.
He is probably 6'8", and at least 250.
One of those that you wonder if he plays football as well.
I know it. He's from Bahamas.
He's a, big old boy.
Big old boy. Antonel Pierre, I think.
Yeah, out of Nassau, Bahamas. Mount Carmel Prep is where he played. Good-looking athlete. Official having to get the ball dried off, and the free throw, good. Bounces around and falls. Mass substitutions coming in here for the Bulldogs, a fresh 5 on the floor. This substitution being brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. They've got locations in Fulton, Tupelo, both in the Gloucester Street and downtown area. Also Saltillo, Pontotoc, Amory, Belmont, Calhoun City, and Oxford. As that second free throw, no good. Guaranteed Bank, Tommy Chamley and all the fine folks happy to sponsor this action and happy to see this 58-41 lead in favor of the Indians.
Appreciate Tommy and his fine staff at the bank.
Imagine we'll see Tommy coming out Wednesday. He likes to come visit on our National Signing Day. Hope to see him there.
Hope he does.
Indians fall back in the 2-3 zone here. Very rarely do you see the Indians in any type of zone. They normally play man-to-man the whole way, and that shot is up, no good, and the Indians with the rebound. Bridges muscles that one away. The Indians thought about pushing, didn't like what they had, now want to back it back out. In trouble on the wing, got to pick up his dribble. He does so now, inside to Bridges. Bridges goes up strong, a lot of contact, no foul call. Second time, bouncing, no, would not fall. Ball out of bounds, last touch by the Bulldogs. Boy, Bridges battling, just couldn't get that shot to fall. Had 2 opportunities there, Jim. The iron unkind.
I'll tell you, Bridges, very active underneath Adam.
7:27 to go in this one. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Clark with it now. Going to leave it up top to Anderson. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now make it 10. Anderson back up top. Dent wants to drive inside. His shot is up and good. Boy, took some contact there to Dent. Still able to get that shot powered up and get it to fall. 60-41 now is the lead in favor of the Indians.
And Dent now is in double digits, got 10 points.
Got to feel like he's in a double-double as well. As he has been all over the boards this evening. Slaps the ball away there, but Hinds able to keep it. Ball's loose on the floor. Hinds somehow keeps it, and that shot is up off the mark. No good, and Clark with the rebound. Anderson leaves it out. Indians wanting to push. Good defense. As there's a floater up in and good.
I like it. Harper. The one-hand runner.
Now
on 1 foot.
About 10 years ago, that's called a travel.
Yeah.
But the way the game has evolved now, was able to get that one. And Hinds' coach is not pleased whatsoever with the defensive effort of his team this late in the game. Timeout on the floor. Let's take it with them. We'll be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
AE drink spray? AE drink spray.
You want to hoop like Anthony Edwards? Practice. You want a refreshing drink? Obey your thirst. And I tried to tell him, man.
Oh, I know. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Largest lead of the night here for the Indians, 62-41. Jim, we talked about the intensity of this head coach from Hinds. I like it.
I do too.
Even though it's a lopsided ball game, he's still expecting his guys to give 100%. Didn't get that on the last trip down. He took that as an opportunity as a coaching moment.
No doubt about it. And they're down, let's be honest, they're down 21. Let's see how hard they fight. I believe they will fight, knowing their coaching staff. They're down by 21 with 6:15 left in the ball game.
Indians coming out, jumping in a trap on the wing. Three-pointer on its way. That one
Nice.
Good. Big basket knocked down there by Sander for his first points of the night. Makes it a 62-44 contest. As Anderson wanting to push. Had the defender on his hip, able to get away from him. And now he'll reset the offense. Inside 6 minutes to play. ICC with the lead and the basketball. Trying to complete the sweep of the Bulldogs this evening here in Fulton. Lady Indians won 60-50 in the first game of the day. Beautiful move that time, but the ball would not fall for Dent. Man, Dent's had some good looks. That was a great move. Just the iron unkind there for AJ. Wild shot put up, and his kiss off the glass is good. For Herdo, first time he's made a shot inside the three-point line.
You're right.
He's got 14. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Well, the way the thing is trending tonight, it's trended the same way for both teams. All you got to do is get close to somebody and fall that has the basketball, and they're going to call an offensive foul tonight. As I said, he's done it both ways. And at the end of the night, that's really all you can ask.
Be consistent. That's
consistent,
correct.
Even if they're inconsistently inconsistent, as Steve Diffie likes to say. Leaves to the back door, and the layup is good. As that was Ratliff
got
with
him
the basket.
14.
That's what I've got. Davion looking back at the official after having the guy come across his back and push him, asking, if you're going to call me for a charge, where's the foul there? Anderson!
First two of the second half, he's got 15.
Would not be denied on that one. ICC wants the timeout. It is a 30-second timeout on the floor. We will keep it here. And Jim, Indians starting to pull it. Well, they all have pulled away in this one. But, man, it started with their defense, created some easy baskets, and then they just got hot for the floor. But defensively, it's been the job tonight for ICC.
You're right, Adam. Defense is the calling card of this coaching staff, and defense has been solid all night. That's why we got a 16-point lead here and pulling away, but I give Hinds credit. They're still battling. What do we got? About 5 minutes left in this ball game, 4:55 left.
Look at you. Pretty close there.
It's a guess. I
like it.
Thank you, sir.
So 4:55 to go here, 64-48, ICC with the lead. And Hinds with, I almost call them Pearl River because they look like Pearl River with their uniforms, but so Hinds with it as they're going to bring it into the front court here, trailing in this one 64-48. Indians back in a 2-3 zone. As we said, we don't see a lot of zone defense out of the Indians. As the Bulldogs trying to adjust to it. Now into the corner they go. Three-pointer on its way. That one halfway down, no good. Mad scramble for the rebound. Bulldogs find it. Beautiful extra pass, but was not ready for it there as Henry was looking to get the rebound. But instead, the pass goes out of bounds, and ICC will get it back. Winston with the basketball now, works it up the floor to Clark. Clark tried to drive it inside, but instead wants to opt away from that now. Gets it up to A.J. Dent, and the Indians want to work some more clock. That's one thing you got to like about a team. You know, a team that likes to run sometimes struggles slowing the basketball down. With the Indians, they've been able to adjust, and that's goaltending, but no call.
I believe it was goaltending.
As the ball was clearly on its way down, and then we got a foul on the other end. So a tough break there for the Indians. A good break if you're the Bulldogs. Not only do you get away with a goaltend on one end, now you're going to chance at free throws on the other. As this will be Henry going to the free throw line.
Indians up by 16, 4 minutes left in the ball game.
First free throw on his way, no good. Tough miss there. Jim, you got to behave. Dr. Allen's around now.
Yeah, we got to clean it up. Clean it up.
So Dr. Allen's wanting to see him hit 80 tonight. All right, so the challenge has been made. Let me make the phone call down to Coach Wilson.
That's right.
Second free throw, that one good for Henry.
Got him with 6.
64-49 is the score. Indians once again being patient, working against this man-to-man press. Anderson surveying the defense. The Indians have spread the floor.
Like you said, Adam, we got a 15-point lead. We're running a little bit of clock.
Dangerous pass. Clark finds it. Reverse layup, no good. So now here come the Bulldogs on the other end. Wanting to push, trying to get back in this one. Kicks it out for 3. Good. Whoa. Big basket there. Sanderford with his second 3 of the night. And once again, the Bulldogs not going quietly into the evening here.
Down to 12, 3:20. And there's a turnover, Adam.
Spin in the paint. The shot is good. Put him on the spin cycle. Got the shot to fall. It's now a 10-point ball game.
With 3 minutes left.
This was a 21-point game at one point. But now the Bulldogs have fought their way back into this one. And ICC needs a full timeout. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions. Now let's go and keep going, keep going. Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy, enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it. And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Welcome back to action. The Indians with a reported possession here. Talking with Jason Williams of WTVA during the break. He and I both think there's a steal. This hasn't been a single inside single digits
until
13 minutes, and that's now put back inside of it. What a nifty shot there by Sanderford. Apparently, I'm from 1950 using the word nifty. 64-56. Indians need a basket this trip down the floor, as they have taken their foot off the gas. I said, you know, teams do a pretty tough job of able to get that to go, but there's the jam and the putback. Cam Clark with some authority there, shaking the rim afterwards. Wakes up some of the ICC faithful here in the DEC. Still got business to take care of here, though. 2:14 to play, three-pointer on its way. That one good. A big basket knocked down there, and a quick timeout taken here by the Bulldogs. And Jim?
It's hard for me to believe they're within 7. What a run. 2:10 left in the ball game.
And that's the crazy thing about this. As we said, it was a 21-point game.
About 3 minutes ago.
For the Indians. They got hot from outside. The Indians slowed the pace down.
Turnovers.
They were scoring, but then all of a sudden they went cold. And as you said, turnovers becoming big in this one because the Bulldogs, earlier in the game, they would match turnover for turnover, but instead now they're going turnover for points. So don't want to go anywhere in this one, folks, as this one's still in doubt. We'll take a quick break here from Guaranty Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
The ICC pep band trying to get the Indians fired up here as the chop echoes throughout the Davis Event Center. 66-59 is the score in favor of ICC, but Hinds refusing to go quietly into the night here, down with 2:10 left in the contest.
Give Hinds coaching staff credit. With 5 minutes left in this game, they are down by 21. They wouldn't let them quit, and look where they are now, only down by 7.
So now the Indians got to protect the basketball. Still want to work some clock here, but at the same time, you got to start making some baskets. 66-59 is the score. Indians with the lead in the basketball. 2 minutes to play now. Davion Anderson with it, directing traffic up top. Now gets it off to A.J. Dent. Dent wanting to work one-on-one. Spins inside. Picks up his dribble. Shot was partially blocked. Rebound lost and controlled by the Indians. And he's going to throw it off the leg of the Bulldog defender, Cam Clark, coming through in the clutch there. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Indians want to try to get a substitution here. Bridges will check into the contest. That's the substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Well, Jim, the biggest thing you got to know here, no, actually they're going to reset it to 20.
Wow.
That's a break for the Indians here because I don't know that either team really established possession. Can't remember. I guess it did hit the rim. I honestly don't know. I can't argue either way that. And Hinds coach
not happy.
Yeah, getting in the hip pocket of the official there, rightfully so, because it stayed at 4 seconds for quite a while. Well, now if you're the Bulldogs, you got to think, do you start fouling in this situation? You've battled all the way back to make it this close after trailing by 21. But instead, there's a near steal. Anderson gets it. He's going to put up a three. No! Clark with the rebound, but he was out of bounds when he grabbed the basketball. Boy, Cam has been all over the boards here. Just unfortunate there, couldn't grab it and save it in bounds for the Indians.
If that three goes in, the game ends.
Yeah. So a big-time break there for the Bulldogs as they're going to roll the ball into the front court here. 66-59, 1:24 to go here. Drive inside, an extra pass. Ratliff underneath. Kicks it out. Ball moving around quickly for the three. Big if it goes, but off the mark, no good. And Winston with the rebound. Now that might have done it.
Yeah, run some clock. Got a 7-point lead with 1:05 left in the ball game.
Again, surprised the Bulldogs have not elected to foul here. Now they do as soon as he gets across midcourt. That was a lot of time off the clock, Jim, as he got it across with just about a second left before the 10-second violation. And so the next foul on the Bulldogs, especially since they've got a foul again to put the Indians on the line. They should have fouled immediately there. Just a tough break for the Bulldogs. Next foul will put ICC on the line. So Winston with it. Inside a minute to play now. Indians up 66-59, trying to hang on, and there's going to be a reach-in foul there. And again, about 10 seconds off the clock before committing the foul. And so this will send ICC to the free throw line. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank post-game report coming your way. At the conclusion of this one, we'll name our Samstown Market Star of the Game. Take a look at stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, and also look back at some highlights from tonight's action brought to you by Little Caesars. First free throw is off the mark, no good. Bulldogs got to hurry. Can't be too choosy on who puts the shot up here. Looking for the backdoor pass. The layup is blocked, but the putback is there, as that was Singleton with the putback. And it's a 5-point game. 44 seconds to go in this one. We said it was over with earlier after that missed three, but Jim, we know all too well in this league, crazy stuff happens, and it tends to happen in the MACCC. So we got a full timeout. We'll keep it here.
What a run by, I give Hinds a lot of credit. We're an ICC fan. We hope and believe we'll find a way to finish this game off. But Hinds never quit. They've cut this lead to 5, and we still got 44 seconds left in the ball game.
Remind everybody our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon, 12:30, with the naming of the softball field after Coach Andy Kirk. We'll also have the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch coming your way against Wallace State at 1 p.m. Season opener for softball in the Carson Owen era will begin there. And the newly updated facility down there, so you want to come by and see that as well. So right now, if you're the Bulldogs, you go for the steal. If you don't get it, you foul.
Got a foul, no doubt.
Man, you look back at it, Jim, there's about 20 extra seconds that they left run off the clock before committing those last 2 fouls. That's some valuable time that's missing now for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. Last touch by Hinds. As rightfully so, putting the biggest guy on the floor on the ball. As Dent is going to inbounds this one. It's going to be off the leg of the defender there. So the Indians slowly working some more time off the clock. And we've got a foul away from the ball. And that one's going to be on Henry. That's his first foul, team 8th foul.
1-1.
Smart. I mean,
yeah.
No time runs off the clock in this situation. But now you got to hope for some misses from one of the best free throw shooters on the team. And Davion Anderson. He's 2 for 4, though, this evening, so not his normal performance from the free throw line. First one is up and good, though. That was a clutch one at 16 points. Well, Jim, you're safe. You said we wouldn't miss 19 free throws. I don't think we've taken 19 free throws.
No, you're correct.
This is a big one right here, though. We'll make it a 3-possession game. And he does. Big free throws knocked down there. 17 points unofficially for Anderson. For the Indians, you don't foul. Just let them come in and make the attempt to lay up. And then the Bulldogs commit the foul on the other end. Well, now, Jim, you can breathe a little bit easier. But we've got to give credit where credit is due. And that is this scrappy Bulldog team. Man, they were down 21 here in the second half. Came back and made it a 7-point game. And, I mean, they had a chance.
They had a
within
chance.
A minute left.
They had a chance.
And that's all you can ask for. You don't want to see a team quit. And let's give we're giving credit. Let's give credit to the head coach for Hinds. He took a timeout because his team was being lazy defensively. And he got in those dudes.
He did. He got
and
after
they responded.
No doubt about it.
So not only kudos to the team, but kudos to the coach, lighting that fire in the squad to be able to get them to come back in this one. Winston with the first free throw. Second free throw is good.
Got him with 10.
Big mates there for Winston. 3 of 4 from the free throw line this evening is Winston. Quick three on its way. It's off the mark, no good. Davion Anderson with the rebound.
No knuckle foul. That's it.
And that's going to do it. Coach is saying no foul. Let the Indians walk this one into the front court. And they will hold on and pick up the win here. Your final score in this one will not tell the tape of this ball game as ICC picks up the 70-61 win here over the Bulldogs. We're going to take a timeout and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this as the Indians victorious 70-61.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Well, Chief better be glad that we were still in that Renaissance Bank commercial as he was taunting Raphael on the camera there as ICC wins it by the final score of 70-61. We're in the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from tonight's action. Indians win it 70-61. Jim, your final thoughts on the game being brought to you by Bank Okolona.
Adam, a good solid win. We came in 4-2 in the division. We're now 5-2 and 18-4 overall, and Hinds never quit tonight. We got a big lead on them. We got that 21-point lead. They kept battling back. This is a good test for the Indians tonight. I like our depth. Had a lot of people scoring. I'm looking now. We had 3 guys in double digits. 2 other guys had 8 points each, so it's a balanced scoring. Good win for the Indians tonight.
Absolutely. We're taking a look at some of those final stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They've got locations serving you in Tupelo, Amory, Corinth, and Pontotoc. They're helping you get back in the game. Visit OINMS.com. And, Jim, let's start with the visiting Hinds.
Go with the visiting Hinds. They got a solid game tonight. Austin Ratliff had 14 points. Fajardo came off the bench, hit 4 big threes, had another bucket, had 14 points. Henry had 10. Ratliff, the other Ratliff brother, had 6. Jacoby Singleton had 8. Jacoby Johnson had 2. Hayes had 3. And Matthew Sandifer came off the bench and had 5 points at the end of the game. Leading the Indians tonight, Davion Anderson had 17 points. A.J. Dent had a solid 10. Winston had 10 points tonight. Harper had a good game, played a lot in the first half, had 8 points. Cam Clark had 8 points. M.J. Smith had 4. James Turner had 4. And Mo Diaby had also 4 to lead the Indians. And the Indians found a way to win tonight, 70-61 over Hinds.
Another solid effort tonight off the bench by the guys that got their opportunities to come in the game, especially Cam Clark. Came in and played extremely well. Harper come in and played a good game tonight for the Indians, vying some for more time on down the line. Well, we've got a little bit more meat left on the bone here, and we've got to talk about it. Our Samstown Market star of the game, Jim, who do you want to give that to tonight?
A lot of good players tonight. Could choose from a lot of people, but Davion Anderson was solid the entire night at the point guard handling the ball. Also led us in scoring with 17 points. Let's go with Davion.
Davion Anderson is our Samstown Market star of the game. Make Samstown Market the star of your next home cooked meal. They are your premier local meat market. Go see Sam, Scott, and the rest of the crew there for delicious food at competitive prices and unbeatable quality, and you'll feel like a star too. Super Bowl weekend, I promise you folks, you want to go take some time and see what Sam has for you there in Mantachie. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. ICC Lady Indians win it by the final score of 60-50. The Indians close out the nightcap 70-61 to get the sweep of Hinds this evening. They'll be off Thursday, then on the road Monday, back home next Thursday. We encourage you to come out and support both the Lady Indians and Indians as we make a push towards the playoffs. So for Matt Mallard, Raphael Henry, Cal Brown, Casey Smith, Jim Ingram, Jason Williams sitting in with us tonight. I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. Have a great evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.